Yo, welcome back. Another episode of Savage Grind Podcast. I got a really cool episode. I'm here with my man, Angel Mercado, straight from Texas, the big state. He's going to drop some nuggets, some knowledge. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about maybe some industry-specific stuff if you're a roofer and public adjuster. But I got my man here. I brought him on. He came out to help us with some consulting. And I figured it would be a great value to my audience on entrepreneurship and business, right? I always try to bring you guys value, some nuggets to help you guys elevate to get to that next level and be a real savage, just like my man Angel here. Angel, introduce yourself. Let my audience know who you are, what you do, and what it be.
Hi, everyone. Angel Mercado here. I'm from Rockwall. Well, I'm from Chicago, but I live in Rockwall, Texas right now.
Whoa. You were from Chicago? What side of Chicago you from?
I was born and raised in Humboldt Park.
This is family right here. Yeah. I'm not from the north side. I'm from the south side, little village, but close enough.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Angel,
what
is it that you do?
Okay, so right now we're public adjusters, so we help consumers against insurance companies, and we also work with contractors, and we help them secure good settlements with insurance companies.
All right, so there are going to be a part of my audience that don't know what a public adjuster is and what that is all about. Can you help us educate us on what a public adjuster is and why may it be important for a consumer or a business owner to hire a public adjuster?
Oh, sure. So the insurance company, they're in a business to make profits, okay? And they hire their own adjusters to protect their profits. Public adjusters are private adjusters that a consumer can hire to protect their interests. So the insurance company's adjusters out there, they'll adjust a claim. They'll look at it with the insurance company's eyes. Mm-hmm. We'll go out there and we'll look at it with your eyes, with the business owner's eyes. Hey, this is my damage. This is my property. I want to take care of it. I want to get it fixed. The policy covers this, and I want to get it paid for. And we advocate for the consumer to make sure that every single damage that is covered is paid for.
Super cool, right? Because look at, if the insurance companies weren't approaching it like a business to protect their profits, there would really be no need for public adjusters.
Correct.
Right? So there is a problem in the space where there's claims that are underpaid, right? And then homeowners and business owners, they don't know how to really read a policy. It's very difficult. They don't really know what they have as far as coverage on their policy. So they're kind of like in a rut, and they're kind of being bullied around. And that's when someone can find someone like you that's a public adjuster and that's well-versed and educated in policy to help consumers that are going through a claims process to get them the most for their claim. Is that right? Do I kind of got that?
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. So like you see the value in that, right? Because right now, especially with all the acclimate weather that we're having across the nation, insurance companies are kind of feeling the pinch, right? But that's not your problem, right? Consumers pays their premium and they're paying their monthly bill to have insurance. They're due what they're owed, right? Do you want to speak more on that?
Sure. So when an adjuster comes out, yes, they may be very cordial. They may be nice. They may be friendly, but they are not your friend. I'll give you an example. We had a water loss. Some pipes broke at a bank. The bank had tons of furniture inside the bank. Some of the furniture,
Is that called liquid money?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So each office had a set of furniture, okay, and possibly maybe one or two chairs were damaged in each office, but they were all sets. So the adjuster comes out and he pays for the damaged chairs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But the policy contract that the client had paid for had sets and pairs coverage. What does that mean? Mm-hmm. That means that every set, so not only the chairs, the credenza, the desk, the hutch, everything in that office was covered under that policy contract. But the adjuster was very nice and kind, and he paid for the damaged chairs, but he didn't divulge the extent of coverage that was available in that policy contract. Needless to say, about $5,000 worth of furniture turned into $175,000.
Wow, what a huge difference. And that's kudos to that client that actually bought the extra endorsement on that policy, right? So
Yep.
they're someone that was a little bit more educated and understood the value in buying more coverage and why it's important to kind of like not be cheap when you're going shopping for your insurance policy.
Don't be cheap.
Like it's super important, right? We all trying to save money, and I kind of like urge clients like, dude, that's not the place you want to save money.
No.
Is on your insurance policy. You want to make sure you have a Cadillac, what I like to say, of policies, because when in question, you go back to the policy. That's the legal binding contract, right? That you have with your carrier. So super important. So I want to kind of like divert this a little bit and talk about your business. So like you found out that there's a need in the space, right, for business owners and homeowners for being a public adjusters. How did you create a business out of it?
Well, let's go back a little bit. I started doing construction. I saw
We're not going to go back to Humble Park days.
Humble Park days. Well, actually, yeah, I was doing construction in Chicago. Then I moved to Texas. Was doing construction there. Katrina hit. I got my insurance license because that was the thing to do in 2005 because there was a lot of people that needed help and there was great opportunity there. So I did both construction and insurance during Katrina. Then 2008 hit. And there went the construction industry. So from 2008 on, I just focused on insurance. And I worked for Horace Mann and different other insurance companies. I finished my last 8 years working for Lloyd's of London. Wow. We were doing large commercial adjustments. And my reports were getting changed, man. I was recommending replacing roofs here. And by the time it got to London was seeing a report that said, we're not paying for this roof. So,
why bother even having a field adjuster or a desk adjuster if it's going to get up to upper management and have a report change?
Well, that's what happened with me. And you know how I found out? I got sued. And then the report came out. And obviously, I never saw what got to London. I just saw what I submitted. And I got sued on behalf of, the clients. I was representing the insurance company.
Right.
And I'm like, whoa, what happened here? So obviously, I was not at fault. Yeah. I saw it right. I recommended the payment.
Right.
But it got changed from here to London to the people that actually mattered. Wow. Anyways, when that happened, I was like, it's time for me to change. It's time for me to help the consumer because things are not fair.
Yeah, you kind of pulled the curtain back in your eyes of how dirty it really is on their side. Wow.
And it doesn't happen all the time, okay? I'm not going to throw all insurance. I advocate for Chubb. If you can afford Chubb, get Chubb insurance. Chubb is good.
If you're a veteran, right? I always tell my people, if you're a veteran, USA is phenomenal.
Yeah,
they buy.
But there's few and far between. There are more bad companies than there are good.
Yeah, and it's sad to see because you kind of see it in the medical field, right? You see it now in property losses. You see it every day when you get in a wreck. You're always trying to get a settlement. You take it to the body shop, and lo and behold, it's like 3 times that amount. So it's very sad because you're paying for a premium product. You're paying to be covered at your time in need, and these insurance companies are just taking advantage of business owners and homeowners and not paying what is due per their policy, which is to be indemnified for their loss and just made whole again. Basically, give me what I had before.
Correct.
Right? And that's basically, in a nutshell, what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But you see it every day more and more, and you hear more horror stories about them not being fair. So I'm assuming that's what made you catapult into try to fight for more on the other side.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's get back to your question. How did I start it? So throughout the time, I was a great adjuster. I was the adjuster you wanted on your claim. If there was damage and I could justify, I would recommend payment. So I established relationship with a large list of property owners, of commercial property owners. And when I decided to switch, I sent them all emails and I was like, hey, people, I can now help you. I can now work directly for you, and call me if you need me.
Yeah.
It took some time, but the phone started ringing and it hasn't stopped. And I would say that all the good customer service that I provided in the years back, it provided or it paved the way for me to be successful where I'm at now.
That's awesome. So for our new people that are coming in, because you hear this, entrepreneurship word is super hot right now. A lot of young people are just trying to get into they've seen that the system has let them down when COVID. So many people have lost their jobs and been unemployed and been on unemployment. You see a lot of people just trying to do their own thing now. What advice can you give our audience about if you're going out, and you're trying to provide a service or a product, and you want to start your own business? What is something that you feel would be some good sound advice for a newcomer trying to be big ballers like us?
Okay, so first of all, it took me 3 years, man, to make the switch.
Amen.
I was scared. I was scared of the unknowns. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how my phone was going to start ringing. But guys, as soon as I did it, hell, I don't remember, but it took time. So my recommendation to you is make it. Take that step.
Risk.
Hell yeah, take that risk and try it out. I guess that. Based on my experience, that's the thing that changed my life, was making that decision, and that's when I stopped working for the man.
Yeah.
And I started working for myself, and it came out great.
And how's your lifestyle now versus working for the man? And now you're kind of like, is it the same, more struggles? I mean, I could tell you firsthand, like. There's certain parts of what I do that I enjoy and I love, and I love giving back and helping. But I'm still in a process where I wear a lot of hats still, so I know it gets sometimes very stressful for me. But yeah, I don't have a boss, right? So that's good. For you, what is it like for you?
Yeah, so I'm the tech guy, I'm the accountant, I'm the marketing guy. I do have employees that help me out, but at the top you got to wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is stressful, but the freedom that comes with that, the freedom, the financial freedom, and the benefits of having time to decide, hey, I'm not going to work today. I'm going to spend some time with my kids or take my wife out, and being able to afford to just leave, and being able to do that, those things all come. So you got to, I think it all balances out, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that you talk about it took you 3 years, before you got to discover what value you're bringing to the marketplace, right?
Yeah.
That's super important. If you're passionate about something, there's something you like doing, there's something that you're good at, like I would highly urge anybody, if that's what they have some kind of love and you would do it for free, or you enjoy just seeing people's reaction of what your service or product is, like I would definitely advise double down, triple down, and reinvest in yourself and how to make something get to the people on the mass level, right? But it takes time. It's not gonna be overnight. I feel like the younger generations want the glam and the glory and all the money within the first 6 months. It ain't 6 months. This is my 8th season for me being an entrepreneur, and with my brand and business that I have now is literally only been 2 years. Right, but the brand is so new, and we've been able to generate a lot of revenue for our company so fast. But people think it's only been 2 years in business. But a lot of people don't, no, man, this has been 8 years in the making. So it gets like people get misconstrued and they don't understand. You gotta go through the grind. And I love that you speak on that. And like some of the young cats that are out there, figure out what you like to do. Figure out how you can bring it, and you don't necessarily need a business plan, but take action. Right, take the risk. Right, that's like my man Angel saying, take that risk, man. Go out there, and it's in the end. Let's say it doesn't pan out. Right, let's say you did it. At least you could know deep down you tried.
You tried, man.
You tried, because I'll be transparent. I've had 3 other businesses before this business. Right, I failed in business 3 other times.
I got 18 failed businesses before I hit it.
Right, man. That's just what it is, man. Yeah. That's just what it is. And it doesn't mean you can't get it on the first try, right? But again, for us, for me personally, it's been 3 other times. Now I have my 4th business, which is Savage, and then we have our 5th and our 6th business, and again, it's just taking that risk and like going all in. We got some other ventures we're trying to do. We want to come out with some cool stuff. I don't know if I want to drop any nuggets on it now, but stay tuned to that. Some fun, cool stuff. We'll talk about that. But again, how can they find you, man? Like, drop a name, drop an email, drop what you need to drop, where people can get at you and find you if they need your service.
Okay, so our website is www.mbc, and that's Mary Boy Charlie, publicadjusters.com.
Awesome.
That's where we're at.
You want anybody texting you late at night? No phone number?
No, thank you.
You can always text me late at night. I don't mind, at 833-577-ROOF. We'll come on and handle your roof. Little shameless plug right there. But, man, we just want to bring you some value. I hope you enjoyed the show. We're dropping content every freaking Wednesday, so stay tuned for this one, dropping on it. And you can also find us on YouTube, Facebook, Daniel Joseph, Savage Grind, on all platforms. Hit us up, and like I always say, don't be average. Go be savage today. I love y'all. Deuces.
Take care.